Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video, and I want to give you guys a heads up on a must-play free Steam PC game demo that is out right now on a game that I am so excited for. Look, if you're not into JRPGs, you can call me a weeb, you could do XYZ, but it is a JRPG, and it's one that I'm incredibly excited for. It's one of my most anticipated games of the year. It had a surprise demo drop, and for me and for the hardcore fans of the series, it's probably not all that worthwhile playing the demo. We all know that we're gonna buy the game day one. However, for newcomers, which there's gonna be a lot of, Trails in the Sky First Chapter is a demo that I highly recommend you guys check out. The demo just dropped and the official game will be dropping on September the 19th. This is the first game in the long Legend of Heroes franchise. We'll talk all about it, and also got a bit of an update on Palworld that's rather interesting. A huge milestone for that game has been cracked, but more on that at the end of this video. Mainly want to talk about the Trails in the Sky First Chapter demo, which, again, I recommend everybody that is on the fence on this series to go pick it up, go see what all the fuss is about. You know, the fuss is definitely there from those of us like me that are hardcore fans of this series, but there's not, like, that many of us. This is still a very, very niche JRPG series. However, I am hoping that this is the game that, much like, let's say, Yakuza 0 blew up Yakuza, this is the game that blows up Legend of Heroes. Now, I don't think it's going to do it to that extent. Like, Yakuza is now a really notable franchise, and Like a Dragon, a very notable franchise. I don't think that's going to happen with Trails in the Sky First Chapter. However, if you don't know, Legend of Heroes is this long-spanning JRPG series, and we're talking there are so many games. I want to say there's like 10 or 11 games at this point. There's 3 games in the Sky Trilogy, 2 games in the Crossbell Duology, then there are 4 games in Cold Steel, there's Reverie, and then there's Daybreak 1 and 2. So I think if you add all that together, that's 12 games. There's a lot of games. And then Beyond the Horizon, the third game in the latest arc, is going to be out in January. So that's the 13th game. All of the games are connected. All of the games tell a cohesive story. Do all of the games move that overarching story forward the equal amount? No. And some games are certainly stronger than others. But whenever you talk to somebody about Legend of Heroes and getting into it, it's really hard to pinpoint what game to recommend, because most people would say Trails in the Sky, but Trails in the Sky was originally released on the PSP. Yeah, there's a PC port, but, you know, it's dated at this point. So that's a little bit of a bummer. I usually recommended Trails Through Daybreak when that came out in 2024, just because it was the most modern, it was a newer cast, and while it still carried over the story, it also told its own story. But now, this is going to be the game that everybody recommends. It's a ground-up remake of Trails in the Sky, the first game in the series. It's going to have all of the UI improvements. It's going to have all of the quality of life improvements, full voice acting, and Trails in the Sky is an awesome game with some great characters, a great story. Now, the bummer is this is Trails in the Sky First Chapter, so you're going to get this game, you're going to get to the end, and you're going to be like, oh, kind of want to play the second game. Well, the second game is probably going to get remade as well, and hopefully it won't be that long to get it. I'm hoping that maybe we'll get it end of next year or early 2027. That would be fantastic if we can get a consistent rollout of these games, because you wouldn't think the development cycle for these remakes would be that arduous. And you could remake these 3 games, you could remake the Crossbell games. There's a lot you can do, and Legend of Heroes is certainly getting more momentum stateside. I think with the release of Trails in the Sky First Chapter, it really has that opportunity to take that momentum and push it into overdrive. It's never going to be Final Fantasy. It's never going to be Kingdom Hearts. Hell, I don't think it'll ever even be Persona. But I do think there's a place for Legend of Heroes to have a larger audience than it does, because the games are fantastic. The characters are so likable. The gameplay is great. The visuals, while they're not going to be absolutely blown away, they're still totally serviceable. And when it comes to JRPGs, yes, you want good visuals, but I think most people are worried about art direction, and the art direction in this game I think is gorgeous, and the soundtrack's gonna be great. It's gonna be fantastic, and I need more people to check it out. I gotta do my part to get people jumping on board and checking out Legend of Heroes. It just is what it is. They ain't paying me for it, but you know, Falcom, I'm doing y'all a solid, and I will be singing this game to the high heavens. And I love Legend of Heroes. It's probably no hyperbole, my favorite franchise in all of gaming right now. Like, at some point, there were other franchises that were my favorite. Witcher, you know, this franchise, that franchise. Uncharted for a while, I would say, was my favorite franchise. But as far as franchises ongoing right now, Legend of Heroes is probably that. Like, every time a Legend of Heroes game comes out, I'm dropping everything I'm playing and I'm jumping right into that. It doesn't matter what other game is out. Back in February, when Daybreak 2 came out, I dropped everything that I was playing. It was time for Daybreak 2. When January comes around, January 15th, everything's getting dropped and it'll be time for Beyond the Horizon. September 19th, even with all the big games coming out, Borderlands 4, I'm hoping that I finish everything that I need to by September 19th, and I'm gonna try to juggle Trails in the Sky and Dying Light the Beast. Alright, I'm really excited for Dying Light the Beast, so, like, I'm gonna try to juggle both, but, yeah, hopefully I can get through Trails in the Sky before October the 2nd as well, because then I got Digimon and Ghosts of Yote. It's gonna be insanity, but, nonetheless, Trails in the Sky first chapter, go play the demo if you have no interest in the series. If you're remotely into JRPGs, I think you'll end up really liking it, and then get excited for the full release on September the 19th. Alright, moving on from that, I do want to give a shout that Palworld has shifted to an overwhelmingly positive reception as the Steam review structure has been changed with the languages and whatnot. But yes, it is now overwhelmingly positive. A major milestone has been hit for Palworld as a game that's still gaining quite a lot of momentum. I know they're still going through the lawsuit arc, which I think when this game comes out of early access, hopefully you would hope that the lawsuit arc would have wrapped up, but you don't know. Sometimes those arcs can last a very long time. But for now, the game's still got quite a lot of momentum. They've still got more updates coming. They dropped the Terraria update, and the fact is, the content level in Palworld right now probably justifies you know, it coming out of early access and releasing. I mean, there's quite a lot of content. There's a lot of hours of gameplay, and for $30, it's an insane deal, and it goes on sale for $22.50. It's a tremendous pickup, and, you know, by the time it comes out of early access, it'll probably go up to $39.99, $44.99, or even $49.99, but, if it goes up to $50, I would say, you know, probably another major content update or two, and certainly, when it comes out of early access, they'll have the big 1.0 update, and that'll be sizable as well, and that'll probably reinvigorate a lot of interest in the game. I don't see it ever getting back to the heights of, you know, 1 million plus concurrent players or 2 million plus concurrent players, whatever it was, but can it have a healthy, steady player base, and can people be invested into it? Yeah, and remember, this is a pay-to-play game, so they already made all that money. Sometimes people forget that, but yeah, cool to see that for Palworld. But that is gonna do it for me. Again, I would say it's a must-play demo for those of you that aren't into the series. Like, for me, I'm gonna buy the game. I don't need to be sold on it, but for those of you that are into JRPGs, or even if you're not, F it, everybody just go play it. It's tremendous. Who cares? You know what? Call me a weeb all day long, but I'll give you the right to just keep calling me a weeb, and just go play the damn demo, and then go buy the game. Go support it. You're doing me a solid. If I ever saved you a lot of money, I got this one request for you guys. Go play the demo, and then go spend $60 on the game. My Legend of Heroes, you know, a proclamation has to continue as one of the best franchises in all of gaming. But yeah, there you go with that. And Palworld, overwhelmingly positive on Steam. That'll do it for me. Your thoughts down below. As always, guys, thanks for watching. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.